Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home and welcome to my messy kitchen. Today we're going to be showing you how to make the best and easiest chili that you'll ever want to make, and we're going to be using our trusty Instant Pot to do it. So let's get started. My Instant Pot set on saute with about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of really lean ground beef. You can use turkey here. With all of the flavor components we're adding in, it really just doesn't matter. Venison, ground venison is also a good alternative here. So we've let that almost come to completely brown. And to that we're gonna add about 1/4 cup of chopped celery. And trust me, on the celery, it disappears. You won't even taste it. But it adds a lot of flavor, and you need the moisture from the celery in this recipe too. So we're just gonna sweat those onions and that celery out while we finish cooking off that ground beef. Now I'm not draining my ground beef because I'm using a really lean ground beef. But if you're using a higher fat content of your ground beef, then you will need to drain it. But we're not today because I'm using like a 97 lean here in mine. It's almost turkey. All right, now here is our good chance to season what we're doing. So I'm gonna add in about 2 tablespoons of chili powder to this. And if you've drained your meat, you do this, keep it on saute and add it back in and then season it. So we have 2 tablespoons of chili powder because it is chili after all. Then we're going to add in about 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. A little more if you like it. I like it good and smoky and nice and yummy and wonderful. Adds a lot of good chili color to what we're doing as well. Then we're going to add in about 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And there's a lot that goes into this, so if it seems like we're doing some pretty heavy measurements on our spices, we are. And then we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of salt, because this is our chance to season the beans, everything that goes in it. Now, I know real chili, real Texas chili doesn't have beans in it, but traditional chili and everywhere else does. So we're going to be using beans in ours today. All right, so those onions have sweated down all nice and good. They're good and soft, and don't worry, they'll finish cooking. So will that celery. That celery will just cook to nothing whenever we do this in our Instant Pot. So now I am going to add in the rest of our ingredients, and those consist of 1 can of red kidney beans, undrained. This is where a lot of our moisture comes from, okay? Then we're gonna add in 1 can of pintos, or you can use Great Northern beans, like I'm using. Any good hearty bean, but undrained, because we want all that starch and all that flavoring from those beans in our chili. Now we're going to add in 1 whole can of tomato sauce. And I like to add just a little bit of water in mine to get the rest of that sauce out, because you know it coats the side of that can, and now I can't get my can open. All right, so I kind of swoosh it around and get the rest of that sauce out. Mix it in. A 4-ounce can of green chilies. You can do hot, we do mild, undrained as well. We got a few that didn't want to come on out. Stir those babies in. And then 1 can of diced tomatoes. So we got a lot of liquid in here, right? But what do I always tell you? Anytime you cook anything in your Instant Pot or any other model of electric pressure cooker, you always need a 1/2 cup to 1 cup of water. especially when you're doing tomato-based dishes. Make sure you get that water in there nice and neat. And I'm going to turn my unit off because I had it on the saute function. Now we are going to put our lid on, seal the vent, well, lock the lid in place, then seal the vent, and then we're going to cook this guy on high pressure for 20 minutes. Then I will turn the unit off. We will allow that pressure to naturally release, which can take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, but you've got a lot of liquid in here, so it's best just to leave it alone. Let it do its thing on its own, and plus it gives more time for all of that to kind of calm down, and it'll still be going through the cooking process. Then we're going to come back and we're going to serve up a huge bowl of this warm, comfortable, yummy, easy, in less than an hour that tastes like it has steeped on top of the stove all day. Nice electric pressure cooker chili. Gosh, say that 5 times fast. You don't want to miss a thing, so stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We finished our 20-minute pressure cook time and our chili is ready to eat. Let's swap overhead and let me dish this up and show you how perfect it is. Now, of course, I'm going to make a mess. Of course, I am always going to make a mess, but would you look at how perfect that is? It's really hot. Really hot. But I'm going to get a scoop and I want to make sure I get some of those vegetables. And look, I don't see the celery. I just don't. It's in there, but it's almost like nothing. I see the tomatoes and I see the beans and the meat. Let's get a good bite. It's hot. It's going to burn my mouth. I got a little. It's perfect, y'all. If you're looking for the perfect, quick, and easy chili recipe, this is it. We've got you. Let me get some more. Now you can doctor this up with cheese and sour cream and all the things that you love. Hot. But delicious. Perfect chili flavor. You don't have to buy anything in a can or a packet. You can do it right at home with just those few ingredients and seasonings like we just did, and have the perfect chili every time in under an hour. All total, prep time, everything. So this recipe, like all of our others, can be found over at thebutteredhome.com. We would love for you to give us a visit over there. We have lots of great recipes that we want to share with you and your family that you can make your own. Also, make sure that you're following us on all of our social channels. We have a real good time and we want you everywhere that we are. And if you want all of our videos in one convenient place, head over to YouTube and search for The Buttered Home. And when you find us, hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so that you can be notified when we drop new videos like this one. Now, it's good and cold here, and we're looking forward to this nice warm pot of chili. So I'm not going to hang around. Got some chili to eat. As always, from The Buttered Home to your home, we sure love y'all. Bye.